William Scott Kraft. Today's date is June 9th, 2016, approximately 12:25 p.m. This is going to be an interview with Sarah Latexture at her residence in Nitchie, North Dakota. Present in this interview will be myself, Special Agent Scott Kraft, and Special Agent Mike Ness. All right, we are on recording now. Sarah, can I have you state your full name?
Sarah Ramos Latexture.
Okay. And what is the address here?
303 West 3rd Street, Nitchie, North Dakota.
Okay. All right. Now, can you kind of tell me which way you were traveling on? It would have been Saturday night into Sunday morning. This past week, it would have been June 5th.
I was on Highway 55 from Pembina. I turned right on the Nitchie Road 18 because, of course, I live right here. And at night on this road, it's pretty hard to see because it's not like in the city where they have lights that kind of show you the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I went too far because all I could see was the deputy's lights. So I went too far and ran into the deputy instead of making my turn here because he was right over there and I'm right here. I didn't see my turn, so I just ran right into him. Not
Okay.
like ran into him, but
Yep.
you know.
Okay, so when you're pointing towards the
Yes.
building that does the plastic tanks, just to the north of us.
Well, yeah, the plastic tanks are over here, but I'm like right over there where it all happened.
The turn is to
the turn is right here.
Okay.
Yes.
But what time of night was that, Sarah?
I did not pay attention.
Okay, what time do you get done?
I get done between midnight on the dot, but I know this was a little later night, so I couldn't have left before like 12:15.
Okay.
And it takes me like 20 minutes to get here because I drive right on like 60, 61, so I can kind of maximize my gas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like a really fast driver, but
Okay.
I'm not, completely slow either.
So can you tell me what you saw when you came upon that then?
What I saw was kind of an odd scene. I almost couldn't see the other sedan because his vehicle was so big, but you could kind of see it. And from what I saw, like I just came on, my brights were on initially, so I had to turn this off, but I saw the guy kind of crumpled in the road, like he was just like, and so that was kind of freaky, but the deputy looked like he was already out of his vehicle at this point, and so I think I came upon like something that just happened, like maybe he tased him or something.
Okay. Can you describe the deputy?
He seemed scared for his life. Like he was out of breath. He acted like he was really freaked out. He had his light out, like he kind of scrambled to get his light together because normally they're kind of streamlined, very confident. They exude that kind of control. He didn't have that at that point,
Okay.
I don't think. But he asked me, he shined his light and he asked, where are you headed? And he's kind of out of breath. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just heading home. And he said, okay, well, find a different way because I've been attacked. And he sounded really upset. He looked upset. And I just said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to say. So then I did kind of a 3-point turn, just came back here and then watched the rest from my window.
Okay.
So I have this big window.
Now, when you said you saw another sedan, can you describe that sedan?
Not at all.
Okay.
It was almost completely covered by the deputy's vehicle. I couldn't really see much past that. So, I don't know. I knew it was there.
Okay. And did you just see the one deputy?
Yes.
Any other
Just
patrol units or anything?
Not at that point, no.
Okay.
It was before that.
And how far behind the patrol unit were you when the deputy approached you?
Not that far behind.
Okay.
Like, I would say, I don't know, I'm not really good with these kind of measurements.
Okay.
I would say like not 5 feet. It had to have been more than that. Probably like closer to 10 feet, but maybe
Okay.
not quite 10 feet. It didn't seem that far.
Okay.
I was kind of unsure how to position myself because I had come upon this scene and I was like, what do I do?
Okay.
It was weird. So I didn't know what to...
So after you saw the deputy, he told you to turn around and come home? And then did you come straight home?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure. was kind of freaked out at that point. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, well, let me get in the house. I'm locking my doors immediately.
That's
what I did.
Did you hear any sounds or anything as you were approaching?
As I was approaching, no, I didn't. I was struggling to get my music and everything off
Okay.
in my car, so I did not. But, and it was a little quiet after the initial, like, entanglement until I got in the house. And then later on, I heard a gunshot.
Okay.
The strange thing to me, though, is I only heard one.
Okay.
And, I mean, to be honest, like, a lot of, like, cars were there already at that point. And I had only heard the one.
Okay.
Later.
When you say a lot of cars, what kind of cars?
It seemed to me like 5 cop cars,
Okay.
maybe less than that, but I think it was like 5 of them.
Okay.
And I did take a picture, but my phone is not the newest kind of smartphone, so the picture was terrible. But I kept it just in case something like this. Where is it? Here. I don't know.
Okay.
That's just the lights.
So that's just from your
That's just from my phone.
from your apartment window, or
No, oh yeah, from this window here.
from this window here? Okay.
What time was that?
I don't know. I can probably check. Yeah, they do have ways to do that. No, that's to edit. It doesn't say. Is there a way I can get information on this picture? Yeah, I have no clue. What day was this? Wait, what was this? 1:13 p.m. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna help. But yeah, that photo I'm not sure. I know it was later though, because I thought, hey, well maybe I should take a photo, you know.
Okay.
So.
All right. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Just that I thought it was really weird a gunshot went afterwards.
Okay.
And, you know, I could hear them all talking, sort of. I mean, at one point I went out here to have a cigarette for the, kind of, I'm just going to be completely honest, for like the express purpose of eavesdropping.
Okay.
And watching what was going on.
Yeah, because,
Yep.
you know, I mean, it's right there, so
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid. And I'm not particularly a nosy person in general, but I wanted to know what's going on, like, not that far from
That's
me.
fine.
So.
Okay. Anything else?
I've met him before. He seems like a really nice guy. I don't know if that makes a difference.
The deputy?
But he seemed like a really nice guy. He's a young kid, you know, he's like my age, or, you know, maybe, and he seems young.
Okay.
No, you said there was a guy in front of the squad car when you came upon the scene.
Yes.
Can you describe him at all?
Yes. I can describe him as, I can't describe his physical attributes other than average sized person, I think. But his arm was like this, and like he was crumpled on the, I don't know. He was just like.
What kind of clothes was he wearing? Could you tell?
Not at all. I wasn't even sure he was a person for the first few seconds. And then I kept looking, and
Was it dark colored clothing?
Honestly, I wish I could take in like details like that if it would help you, but I do not know.
Okay.
It's just not something I saw when I saw that scene.
Okay.
All right. We'll end the recording at 12:35.